you who don't know me, my name is Julie Bluston. I'm the Communications Director with Virginia Organizing, and I get to do the fun part today. We put together some awards. They're amazing. They're special. We spent a lot of time and money on them. And they're the awards for the craziest legislation this session. And the field was crowded, but we managed to isolate 4 particular bills that we think really represent the misplaced priorities of this legislature. So our first award, and I should say, we're going to ask you all to accept these awards on behalf of your legislators. We know the legislators are very busy today, so if I call out for an area, if you could kindly accept the award on behalf of your legislator or your neighbor's legislator, we greatly appreciate it. So our first award goes to a legislator willing to take on the tough issues of the day at a time when many of Virginia's families are struggling to find work. In a state where predatory lending is practically an official sport, Delegate Bob Marshall has chosen to focus some of his considerable energy, no pun intended, on light bulbs. In honor of Delegate Marshall's tireless efforts to free Virginia from the tyranny of energy-efficient light bulbs, we present the 2012 Bright Idea Award. We want to congratulate Delegate Marshall. He's really shown his true colors with this. So, do we have anybody?
Well, I tell you what, since I'm with the Sierra Club,
yes,
I'll be happy to come up and accept this. Good idea. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And we congratulate Delegate Marshall on that award. Our next award shows that special interests get a lot of attention in Richmond. But this year, we have a new player on the corporate lobby game, offering a tax cut for blasting the remains of a deceased individual into outer space. Delegate Kilgore stated that his bill was introduced at the behest of the commercial space flight industry. The, quote, Around the Bend and to the Moon Award is presented to Delegate Kilgore for putting the big spaceport lobby on the map in 2012.
Woo!
What we have for the Delegate Kilgore Award for Space Burial is some Eclipse gum. So, do we have anybody from Southwest who'd be kind enough to accept this award on behalf of their delegate? I think our Southwest folks are stuck in Great. All right. So our next award shows that if you're anything like me, when you see that people are hurting, you immediately picture, the people who are hurting in our economy, purchasers of large quantities of gold, silver, and platinum bullion. I mean, these are the people who have really suffered during our economy, right? So Delegate Jackson Miller was willing to stand up for the little guy and introduce a tax exemption for purchases of those precious metals when valued at $1,000 or more. This demonstrates a keen understanding of how to get our economy back on track. So for the Gold Purchasers Award, we'd like to give this to Delegate Miller, and we have a gold medal for him. Would anyone like to come accept this on behalf of Delegate Miller? Congratulations. Okay, great. And our last award is a little more somber. Many legislators have attacked the right to vote throughout the session. Not their right to vote, but our right to vote, the right of every registered voter to cast a ballot and have it counted. We want the General Assembly to cast a vision for the future, but these bills suppress the right to vote and remind us of Virginia's troubled past. Delegate Cole, who introduced legislation to make it harder for our votes to be counted, gets the Learn from History Award as a reminder that we want to go forward and not back. So I know we have quite a few folks from up in Spotsylvania County, and for them we have a copy of the greatest historical tale of all time, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I want Delegate Cole to bone up on his history and not repeat our bad past. So I'll give this to Linda.
Oh, thank you.
I'll make sure to get So we'd like to congratulate all of our legislators for taking us backwards on so many issues.